Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park?
Uh-huh.
Jurassic Park.
Completely empty, and some of the parasites you might be carrying, and it looks
Here, so we
pretty
can
cool.
take a picture.
Now, ostrich are the world's largest bird. A girl like this could weigh between about 250 to 300 pounds. The boys can weigh up to about 350. They can sprint in the range of 40 to 45 miles an hour. Stand close to 6.5, almost 7 feet tall. But for all that, my favorite thing about them is a myth that some of you might have heard. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
About them putting their head in the ground?
Exactly. So, how many of you have heard about ostrich burying their heads in the sand?
Yeah.
A couple of you in the back? Okay, well, I hope I'm not breaking your hearts when I tell you that that's never actually happened. That is the worst. Now, mind your cameras and things, because she will try to steal them out of your hands.
Oh.
Hey. She's just
Trying
curious.
to get me. He's trying to get me.
If you're curious about something, you'll probably pick it up with your hands, right? She picks it up with her beak, because that's all she has. Yep. That's what they do.
That's
Now,
big.
the first time you get stuck because an ostrich is standing in front of you and refuses to move, it's hilarious the first time it happens. But when this happens to you 3 times a day for 3 months in a row, you start to think unkind thoughts. You start to think about the weight of this truck and gravity, and maybe my foot just slipped. I don't know. Maybe that happened. While she's standing there, by the way, they're really tough to see, but if you saw, did anyone see the impala over on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that group over there is a group of 4 male impala. Now, I just spent 6 weeks in southern Africa, and for multiple guides across multiple countries, anyone care to guess what you would call a group of 4 male impala? Losers. Because those are 4 boys hanging out by themselves. Somewhere out here, there's a boy that's got all the girls. These are not him. Over on the left, we've got our blue wildebeest, which is absolutely one of Africa's most spectacular mammals. Also one of its most spectacularly underappreciated. Reasons to appreciate the wildebeest. If you go to the East African countries of Kenya and Tanzania at the right time of year, you will literally see about 1 million of those animals. They gather in numbers almost unsurpassed by mammals on this planet. There is, in fact, only one migration of mammals that does bring denser numbers. And just for fun, does anyone know what mammal that is? What mammal migrates in denser numbers than 1 million? It's a really tricky one. It's something that people very commonly forget is a mammal. You're close. You're right back.
Sit here.
Did you know that zebras were made of ham?
I did not know that. I know that's a crazy fact. I like your North American Homo sapiens, Travis.
Oh, they're good ones.
Nice crew there.
Be nice to these. I like them. Now, nature is all about balance. And there has to be something about zebra to balance out how beautiful they look and how well they pose. Do we have any guesses what it could be about zebra that balances out their beauty? That's part of what gives them their beauty. Cantankerous is a great way to put it. Curmudgeonly, just flat out rude. They're one of the most foul-tempered animals you will ever encounter. Now, to be fair, calling them mean doesn't apply. The terms nice and mean do not connect to animals. You can use them to get a point across, but that's not really what's happening. Animals do what they have to do to survive. And zebra just take it a few steps further than others. And I tell you that so that you don't go over and try to, give this one a scratch on the head. That would end very poorly. Yep. Can you see how fluffy the baby's mane is?
Yeah.
It doesn't have that edge that the adults do. It's very common. A little bit of sass over there. Remember that every herd has its arguments. So these antelope, like I said, these are called Gemsbok. They're absolutely one of my favorites. Part of that is simply for their looks. I think they're incredibly pretty. But I also love where you can find them and why you can find them there. These antelope are native to and best suited for life in the Kalahari Desert of Botswana in southern Africa, which is consistently one of the driest places in the world.
Hold on to me, hold on to me. And another one.
I'm probably going to get yelled at for putting my radio on that. I'm probably going to get in trouble for that, but that's too good. Ooh.
Fighting.
So the big guy with the aggression over there, that's our big bull. It's Caliper. And he was just telling a younger bull to back off.
What's wrong?
I think so.
What, you scared?
So,
Nate.
as far as I'm
Smile.
concerned, these are, without a doubt, two of the most impressive animals that we have. These are southern white rhinos. We've got our girl on the right, that's Isha, and our boy on the left, that's Mufasa. Now you can see side by side, he is considerably larger than she is. And their speed is amazing. Does anyone here think they could outrun one of these rhinos?
Yes. Yeah.
Not a chance. And I will. What? Yes, a chance? Well, we'll talk about that in just a second. We're going to enjoy this view for a moment until Jeff gets here, and then we'll move up. We'll get a different view. The next view we're going to get is going to be primarily of their butts, just fair warning. But pretty impressive butts. So in terms of speed, let's put it this way. I recently tested my own running speed just for fun, and
Rhino?
honestly, I kind of no, I'm on a trail. Honestly, kind of the slope of those horns, named after the shape of the scimitar sword.
Where's your at? Come on, off-road. Hey, look. What's that? Oh, wow, we're going in. Might come out. Oh, he's looking at you, Nate. Need a drop.
Please get out. I just want to get out. Yes.
Hmm? Hmm?
Just keep
What? It's big.
Two big rocks. One, two.
By the way, do you see the baby giraffe over on the right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to try and get a little closer shortly. But for now, the giraffe that was right by the gate when we drove in, that's Jamala. That's actually the baby's mom. This on the left is Susie, who's kind of like Auntie Susie. And somewhere out here we'll find Dad. Dad's name is Tufani. The little guy, who's just over 2 months old, his official proper name is Phoenix
Oh, he's
Stilts
going
Lagoon.
in.
Because we're professional. Let's go see if we can get a better look at Magoo. Don't you do it. Don't do it.
He's gonna eat poopies.
What, did he poop? Hey, he might have pooped, but you watched. On the left, these white antelope are called Adaks. They're native to the Sahara Desert of North Africa. We'll talk a little about the Sahara when we start our walking tour. For now, bear in mind it's one of the hottest places in the world, and these Adaks have adapted to go their entire lives, upwards of maybe 10 years, without one drink of water.
Really survive.
It's an amazing animal right there. Now over on the right, there's a group of 4 dark antelope called Bontebok. And past the Bontebok, a herd called the Roan. And then of course there's Mr. Stilt's Magoo. It happens. That truck's name is eBay, by the way, and eBay is kind of a 1 out of 3 kind of thing. You usually have to scrape it twice, and then it'll go. Our tour trucks are not exactly what you'd call spring chickens. They generally are between 40 to 60 years old. So they have some attitude, but that's okay. It just makes it fun. So, the tongue of a giraffe, which I'm sure you've all noticed by now, that tongue can be up to about 18 inches long.
What? More than a ruler?
There's also an insanely cute baby bird on your left.
Look, Nate.
So how is that?
So big.
No. Only did you just have a 14-foot tall giraffe just walk, eye level past you. That baby crane, on Saturday it'll be 2 weeks old. Anybody want to see an elephant?
Yes.
Look at his butt.
Where?
You see it. Now, by the way, the girls have it too, but it's very rude to point that out.
Look at that. Say hi. Big. Look at that.